Do you ever try to topline an instrumental but quickly get stuck? Or maybe you wrote a fantastic pre-chorus but the verses are sounding unconvincing? Or maybe something just feels off throughout the entire song?
Today we're going to give you a framework which, once mastered, will get you out of any rut. Then we'll dive deeper into one big common mistake beginner topliners make and use our framework to fix it. Let's jump right in.
Toplining often seems like magic, and the process sometimes feels this way too. We all love it when the inspiration hits and before you know it you have a solid basis for an already amazing topline. But what if that doesn't happen every time?
Everyone, even the best of the best, has bad days or feels demotivated, and that's totally okay. What sets the pros apart, however, is their ability to get themselves unstuck. So, while yes, toplining can be an artistic free-flowing process, what makes us consistent is our ability to problem solve.
So how do we solve the problem of not having a great topline? It's simpler than you think, and this framework works for everything: toplining, production, and even any other issue you may run into outside of music too.
First, we need to be aware that there even is an issue. Usually, this would come naturally and would manifest in the ways we started this video with: feeling stuck, uninspired, and unsure on how to make your topline sound good. Alternatively, you may be fairly content with your work, yet when you show it to other people, you get a lukewarm response.
This may feel discouraging, and yes, we've been there many times early on. However, this awareness allows us to pause for a moment and assess what our next action steps should be.
Indeed, now that we're aware that there is a problem, we should solve it? Not so fast. Solve what? See, the key to coming up with a great solution is knowing what we're even solving in the first place. This means really narrowing down the problem areas in your topline and carefully applying intentional fixes until you get the desired result. Sounds confusing? Let's look at one of the most common issues new topliners run into and our step-by-step process in transforming a topline from a beginner idiot to pro.
Now, let's break down one of the most common issues we see beginner topliners make: lack of variation. What we mean here is a full song topline, or even a draft going up to the first chorus, feeling too static, a bit too bland, and too samey. As you can tell, this is a rather general statement. However, it is already starting to point us in the right direction.
So what are the different ways in which a topline sounds too similar, and how can we solve those? We have identified 3 issues beginners run into.
Firstly, consider the range in which each of your sections sit. Even songs which have a generally relaxed vibe would carefully weave their melodies across various vocal ranges. If your topline has this issue, consider taking your melodies higher, which can work great for some pre-choruses or choruses, or lower, which is great especially for second verses. Let's look at some examples.
The second aspect you should consider is phrasing. Does your topline introduce enough rhythmic variation, or is the number of syllables you use across sections fairly similar? The latter would quickly make a song feel static, even if you change the pitches significantly. You can try introducing longer notes in your pre-chorus while keeping your verses more verbose.
I wanna drop my rhythm on your feet. Take out the true everything you feel. Life in me, life in me, life.
And choruses? Keep them simple but interesting by playing with syncopation and rhythm.
Let me show you that no other man.
We have looked at both melodies and rhythm in our How to K-pop Topline series, so be sure to check it out if you haven't already.
Number 3 on our list is our favorite, but it is a bit more subtle. It is usually a result of fully freestyling a topline over a beat, usually many times, in hope that you come up with something nice the next time you do it. And of course, this is a fantastic way to start a topline. However, inexperienced topliners often run into one very specific issue: ending a lot of their melodic phrases within or across sections very similarly or even exactly the same.
Easy one to solve, you may think, just change the ending. And yes, that is one way of solving it. However, the way you end phrases is usually set up by the way you start them. So consider, what pitch do your various sections start on? And is there enough variation there?
Oh, here we go. Take it soft and slow. Talking before you got me.
Moreover, where in the bar do you start your phrases? Make sure you vary starting on the first downbeat, or before, or after, across your various sections.
Ice on my teeth, ice on my teeth for my white teeth. 목에 거친 low, 목에 두른 nice.
Finally, is the rhythm of your sections varied enough? Consider riding the kick in some parts while going with the snare on others for contrast.
Waited on drive, back on the gear. 가슴 안에 흉터자리.
Oof, that was a dense one, and probably the trickiest one so far. In fact, if you identify this issue in your top lines, you may notice that you naturally gravitate towards written phrases, cadences, etc. The trick here is to really force yourself to do something that may feel unnatural at first, then repeat until it becomes second nature. And if you want some hands-on practice, join our community as we have a top line challenge coming up very soon.
We covered a lot today, so let's summarize everything. Firstly, the problem-solving framework. You need to be aware you have a problem, then identify what the problem actually is, as precisely as you can, and then work on solving those very specific issues.
Then we covered the very common beginner mistake of a top line sounding too samey. We highlighted 3 common causes of that, suggested solutions, and showed you how some of your favorite K-pop songs do it.
And if you want to take your top line to the next level fast, or simply want some specific and prompt top line feedback, book a free orientation call from the link below. Spots are limited, so don't miss out.
If you want more free K-pop production and songwriting videos like this one, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Make sure to ring the bell, as this is truly the only way to ensure you don't miss a video, and it helps us a lot.
If you want to support us even more, you can subscribe to our coffee and receive extra goodies and discounts in return. We are greatly appreciative of our amazing coffee supporters, as they are the ones who are making this content possible in the first place.
And if you want to learn more about K-pop top lining, we have a huge playlist with tutorials and song breakdowns here. But for now, see you in the next video.